Decoration Company. Happy Friday. I just pushed the button, bud. What's up? What? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, so hello everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great Friday. I'm glad to see y'all today. We are going to make a cute little patriotic decor piece using a vintage Bedspring and this little grapevine chicken wire star, okay? And then I'm also going to be using a scrap of our blue chenille and some other scraps, okay? So we're just going to kind of play with this and see where it goes and have some fun and just do something cute and patriotic. But I also want to show you all today some inventory, some patriotic items. I want y'all to see what all we have for your last minute decorating because we've got some really great stuff and I want to make sure that you all know what we've got. And sometimes it's nice to just kind of see it in my hand than to see it on the website. So I'm going to just share with you all some stuff. A lot of this is also on sale, by the way. So it's in our last pick party category on the website. So you can get some of this stuff from there as well. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful Friday here in Kentucky. Busy weekend ahead. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers in your life. It's hard to believe Father's Day is already here. It felt like it took forever for Mother's Day to get here so we could plant our garden, and here we are, and it's Father's Day. And the summer is just flying by. We're already past mid-June, and July is going to be here before we know it, and it just blows my mind that we're almost there. Literally, y'all, we're like 2 weeks away from the 4th of July. So now's the time to get this last minute stuff. Okay, so let's see what all we've got, and I'm going to show you all, and some of it is discounted as well. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, Deborah. Hey, Donna. Hey, Carol. Hi, Teresa. Happy Friday. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Patty. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Adriana. Hello. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you all. Thank you so much, Teresa. Last night was our DIY decor box tutorial. And we made our cute little eagle you can see hanging up on the wall. And that was a lot of fun. And then we also did all of our little sparklers. They got 6 of these sparklers that they could make. And they're all for the 250th anniversary of America. So they got to make 6 different ones. And so we had a blast last night doing our DIY decor box. Hi, Angie. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Gloria. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's talk about some of the patriotic red, white, and blue stuff that we have left on our website. Like I said, some of it is discounted, some of it is not discounted, but there's some really good stuff. So let's talk about it really quick. Let's go through it. So of course we have all of our 3D stuff, and we've got 4 patriotic busts. So that's kind of hard to say. I wonder what the plural of that is, if it's busts or is it something else? Anyways, so we have 4 different ones. They're all beautiful. So of course we've got our Uncle Sam right here. He's so cute, with the little star in his lapel and the stars around his hat. And we have our George Washington, and he looks so great. And then we have Abe Lincoln. He is my personal favorite. And then we've got the Statue of Liberty, Miss Lady Liberty right here. Okay, so there are 4 gorgeous bust statues. These right here you can paint with regular acrylic paint. Here is my George Washington that I painted up. Look how good he looks. So you can go from this to this with just a little bit of paint. And this was done with acrylic paint. Okay, just regular deco art acrylic paint is what we use to paint him. Okay, so these are all still available, and they're super cute. So if you've not gotten one yet, grab one of those. And then we've got one of these left, the 1776 ornament. We've only got one of these packages left. So grab this if you want to, because it's a really great commemorative little piece that you can do. We made this using this little ornament. We made this little sign. So you can do something super cute like this. Or you can also just make it like an ornament to use on your Christmas tree. Or I don't know. I mean, it's super cute. Okay. So there's one of these left, and I think actually there's limited quantities of all of those, and we are not, I don't think, going to be restocking those right now. So there is one Uncle Sam, I believe, and one Lady Liberty, and then I think there are, I think there's 2. I can't remember, 2 and 4, I think, but I can't remember which one. So make sure you grab those because, like I said, I don't think we're going to be restocking those, not until next year at least. So make sure you grab those. We've got 2 of these little paper mache stars left. Is it sold out? Okay, well, it's sold out now. I'm sorry about that, y'all. The paper mache, or the 1776 ornament. So we made this little cobwebs. We made this guy right here using this paper mache tray. So this is made with the paper mache tray. Some of the ornaments from the ornaments. Where did that come from? The napkins from the Patriotic napkin bundle. And then it's also made with the 4-inch spindle. And look how cute that is. Is that not absolutely adorable? So that's just giving you an idea of what you could make with this little paper mache star. Y'all, I mean, you could even put like a doily, paint this, put a doily in this, and serve food out of it, okay? You could do something like that. But again, I would put a doily or some parchment paper or something down. So this is available. I believe this is on sale as well. So there's only 2 of those. They're almost gone, so make sure you grab that. Of course, our napkin collection, y'all, these napkins are really good quality napkins. They are all absolutely gorgeous napkins. You can see all the napkins when you check this out on the website. You can see all the napkins that are in here. There's some beautiful napkins, and there's 2 of each. Okay, so you got enough to really be able to do a good project with them. These, I think, are discounted on the website as well. So they're marked down. All of these are patriotic. There are some in here that could be used for Christmas as well that aren't specific to the 4th of July. There are also some in here that are more just summer and not necessarily 4th of July that you could use throughout the summer. Okay, so this is a wonderful bundle of napkins, y'all. So make sure you check that out. Let's see here. Okay, rusty items. We have quite a few rusty items, metal items. So we've got one of these left, and this is the little rusty star wand. I'm not going to open it, but it's just a rusty star. It's a 3D star, kind of like this. And there's one of these left. Hey, Holly. So you can use that to stick inside an arrangement, inside of oh, sorry, y'all. A wreath or something like that. We've got these metal stars, one in rust and a navy blue and a white. So we've got these left as well. These are all super duper cute. They're corrugated, as you can see, and these are really fun to use for crafting, for decor, for adding to wreaths, garlands, all kinds of things. These are great. We also have one of these left, and this is the star scallop border. Yay, Rhonda. So you can see it's metal, and it's got the little scallops and the stars, and of course the little dots, which just makes it adorable. So there's one of these left, and these are so fun. You can use these as trim on all kinds of things, whether it be a frame or a sign, even like around the bottom of a tiered tray of some sort, a riser, I don't know, all kinds of things. We've got a couple of these left, and they are these little rusty star candlesticks, which of course you can use as decor. And so you can just set a candle in there and just use this as decor, or you could even craft with this and add some different floral embellishments to it. Would be really cute also. And then we've got some rusty star packages. So this is, I don't know how many's in this package, but there are several different sizes in here, and these are the primitive stars. So they're that primitive shape. And there's like a 5-inch, a 4-inch, like a 3-inch, and a 2.5-inch or something like that. And there's multiple. There are, I think, 4 or 5 of the smallest one in here. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. We used these when we did our little topiary. This guy right here. And we put quite a few on there, and there were still a few more in the package. So you can get those as well. And I don't know for sure, but they might be on sale. And then another set of rusty stars. This one right here has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stars in here. And these are the regular shaped stars, and they have a little bit of a different rusty finish on them, but still super cute. Okay. Now, we also have Patriotic colors of our ephemera bundles. So if you like to do mixed media, or you like to do junk journaling and that type of thing, these are really great for you. You can order red, white, and blue, or red, neutral, and blue. And they are full of all kinds of different things. So let me just give you a look. See, there's sewing stuff. There is vintage ephemera in here. So there's like stamps and milk caps, game pieces, cards. There's a letter in here. This one here, the blue one, has some different sewing stuff in here and some vintage paper ephemera. That's blue. There's thread. And same thing in this one. There's even a little bit of fabric in here. Again, I'm seeing like some Monopoly money and all kinds of different stuff. So This is really great. You could make a patriotic junk journal. You could do a patriotic, mixed media card of some kind. Whatever it is you like to do that's mixed media, these would be really good for that. Okay, so these are available. This is a new item. We had some leftovers from our DIY decor box. These are around 7 inches. We used these actually the other day to make this little sign right here. So you can grab these and make something like this. They're $4.49, and there's 4 of them in a package. They're already primed, and they are about 1 3/4 by about 7 inches. Okay, we have limited quantity of those. Now, book stacks. Okay, y'all, I love to decorate with books. It's a constant for me. I always use books to decorate. And let me tell you, having the books around when you go to decorate is like a godsend. It is so nice to have. They make the perfect risers, the perfect filler. They add in color. They're just so nice to have. And so we have put together some book stacks for you all. These are patriotic book stacks. We also have some fall book stacks. And so these are red, white, and blue. And so you get 1 book of each color, 1 red, 1 white, and 1 blue. Some of them, a lot of them have these larger books in them as well. And so you can stack these just like this. And then you can stack some decor on top. So, maybe you put your little 250 up here. Let's see, let's do it this way. And you've got instant decor in your home. And this is a great way to add in red, white, and blue without having to do a whole lot. Just swapping out those books for red, white, and blue books is going to make a huge difference. So there are multiple different combinations of these. They are all numbered, so you can pick which combination you want and which combination you prefer. I've just pulled out 3 different ones just to show you how beautiful these stacks are. They're also pretty, and some of these books are pretty old and some of them are not. So it's just sort of a mixture, and you can kind of tell when you look at the listing which ones are which. But these are really great for decor, for adding in color. They are such a great addition to your patriotic decor. I feel like I could not decorate without decorative books. And so these are fabulous. A few more things that I want to show you. We've still got the little ice cream cones that are so great for the 4th of July. We did a red, white, and blue ice cream cone right here. So we used this guy and painted it to look like this. You can also get the flat back one and add this to a sign. So for instance, you could take something like this and paint your ice cream and add it to a sign like this. How adorable is that? Wouldn't that be so cute? So that's the purpose of this one with the flat back. So you can add it to a sign or something like that. Okay, so those are still available. Okay, and we do have some, if you need some last minute decor for the 4th of July, we do have some items available for that. So first of all, we've got some plates. We have these right here that are the red with the blue scallop and the white dots. And then we've got this one that goes with it, and it's got this beautiful floral design on it with the blue scallops around it. These are so stinking gorgeous together. You could also take it one step further and do these, which are the little patriotic plates that look like a cake. And that layered on top, your party is going to look so boutique and so fancy. How cute is that? Is that not just adorable? We also have this style plate as well, which has the popsicles on it, which is so stinking adorable. And that is cute layered on here as well. So those are still available, and they are marked down currently. Let's see here. We have a few more of the spoons. These are melamine, so they are reusable. Or I'm sorry, they're bamboo, not melamine, but they're similar to melamine. And this is what they look like. They're so cute. And if they don't all sell out, then Kayla's probably going to take some to use at some cookouts. But look how cute these spoons are. So they've got the red, white, and blue stars on the handles. Super duper adorable. They're food safe, dishwasher safe, eco-friendly, bamboo serveware. These are also marked down. Can't find the wooden blocks. Let me tell you the number. 05117235. Maybe they're not on yet. I don't know for sure. 05117235 is the number. They're not. They might not be on yet. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll have to fix this later. Okay. Okay, the Star Wand kits. Okay, they're not ready yet. I'm sorry. So those will be put out very soon. The wooden blocks. So we've got these little star wand kits so you can make your own star. These are perfect to have a little table for the kids to do at your patriotic parties. So these right here are just, it comes with the stars, the little felt stars, and the ribbons and the little stick. And so you can make six of these wands if you want to, using the 3 different colors of the stars. And I think these are great for the little kids to make and just have and to play with and enjoy at a 4th of July party. We've got one of these left, and this is the big Let Freedom Ring pennant banner. It's quite large. It's 6 by 15. It's on sale as well, and it is absolutely adorable. This would be super cute just sitting in a vase of flowers instead of the American flag. Putting this inside a little vase with flowers would be so stinking cute. Love that idea. We've got these little banners left. These are super simple. They're already put together. All you have to do is just fan them out. And they're double-sided. And this matches the plates, okay, that we have available as well. So all of this coordinates. Every bit of it coordinates. And it's so cute. So if you need a little decoration, this is really cute. And then it goes with this banner, so you can do 2 banners and have a cute little decorated party. This one here says USA, so you can see it there paired with this other banner. Both of those together are super duper cute. Okay, and then last is these stars right here, which we're going to actually be using today. So we've got the grapevine stars in the 8-inch and the 12-inch. And this is what they look like right here. They're super cute. And these are great for adding to wreaths, for making cute projects like we're going to do today. And you can use these for making some patriotic decor. So that's the patriotic stuff. Again, a lot of this stuff is marked down and on a discount right now. So you'll want to make sure that you check that out. And grab your favorite things before they're gone. Okay. All right. So let's get into our project for today. Let me move all this out of the way. Okay. All right, so Patty's going to work on the wood blocks. So we're starting with this little grapevine star. I'm using the 8-inch one. And I'm going to use the blue chenille, okay? This is also available. It comes in a little roll like this. And then we've also got the trim as well that you can use. We made this cute little USA pillow last week, I think, with this chenille, and how cute did that turn out. We even used the trim to make these little tassels. So we're going to use it today for this little project that we're doing today. Okay. So we're going to take our star. I'm going to flip my chenille over. And we're going to trace. I'm going to take my star and flip it over as well. And I'm going to trace around the star with a permanent marker. Just get it as close as you can. You may not be able to make it a perfect trace. Okay, so there's our star. I'm going to take my fabric scissors and we're going to cut this out. And we're going to cut inside the line a little bit. Hello, Tamara. And we're going to have to just kind of play with this in order to make it fit. But for now, I'm just trimming it about 1/4 of an inch or so inside where I traced it. All right, so then I'm going to flip this, okay, the way that I had it. Let's see here how we fit. I'm going to turn it a little bit. Try and figure out which way it fits right. I think it's like this. That looks right. Okay. There we go. I need to plug in my hot glue gun. I didn't plug it in. Great. Just great. Now, we're going to attach this to the back of our star. So we've got this look right here. Tamara, we're just making a little patriotic decor. But before I glue it on, I do want to distress it a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of do this so that I know how it goes. And let's grab some distress ink. I'm going to use walnut stain for this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wanda. That's no good. And so I'm just going to use my ink blender. And I just want to kind of distress this chenille and make this look older. So I'm just taking and rubbing this ink directly onto the fabric. So we get this old, you know, sort of distressed, worn look, kind of dirty and tattered. Okay. And that's going to look really good. Is that the way that it's supposed to go? I think it is. Just going to have to mess with it just a little bit, but I think that's going to look really good. And look how good it looks once we've distressed it a little bit. Isn't that cute? So I'm just going to lay this down. Now, like I said, you could take and sew this if you wanted to on to the star. I hate to sew, so I'm not going to do that. But you absolutely could do that. So I'm just going to set this aside while I wait on my hot glue gun to heat up. And let's work on something else. So I'm going to use one of our vintage bed springs. We have these available. This is what they look like. They are rusty, 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 and so cute. Okay, I'm going to take these two fabrics here and we're just going to tear some strips. This is just like a muslin type fabric. I really don't know how much I need. I'm just tearing it. All right, I'm going to remove some of these extra strings. Hi, Jezelyn. Okay. There's that. So now let's take some of this fabric, this little plaid, and we're going to tear some strips of it. The wood blocks are live, she said. So you can grab those wood blocks if you're interested in those. These right here are available now. All right. I think that should be good. Okay, so those are ready. Let's see if our hot glue gun is warmed up. So I'm ready for it to be. I need another glue stick. All right, I think it'll work. So I'm just going to attempt to glue this down to the back of my star. And so I'm just going to add glue wherever seems like an appropriate spot to get this glued down. And I've still got my thin tip on here that allows me to do small thin applications of hot glue. Hi, Laura. I don't know if I said hello to you yet or not. I'm glad you're here. Y'all, by the way, CIB 2027 will be announced very soon. It is definitely happening, and y'all will be able to join hopefully before the end of the month and get an early bird ticket. The main thing is I'm trying not to let the edges of this be seen. I'm trying to make sure that that is covered up by the grapevine on the star. I'm going to just cut this down a little bit. All right, last little bit, and our star is done. So that's what it looks like. Okay, and our star is going to just sit onto our bed spring like this somehow. I haven't figured out how yet, but that's the plan, is that it's going to sit like that. So I got to figure out how. I think that I'm going to use some raffia, and I'm going to use ribbon, and I'm going to hope that I can sort of get this set. I'm going to cut some pieces of ribbon, and we're going to make, or this is not ribbon, this is fabric, and we're going to make a little messy bow with some strips of fabric. And I don't know, I just keep cutting. I don't know if I need all this or not. I probably don't. And I'm going to add some raffia to it as well, because why not? Let me grab some. Ow. My knee just popped. Okay. So let's see what we can come up with here. I'm going to just take my fabric and just sort of start like doing this sort of crisscrossy thing. And I'm going to take and put some raffia in here and keep going. I have not made a bow like this in quite some time. It feels appropriate though for this piece. I'm going to add more raffia in here. All right, and then I think I'm going to take this piece right here. I'm going to add a little bit more raffia, I think, on the top. And I'm going to add this piece right here in the middle. And flip this over. We're going to get our bow made. We're just going to tie this nice and tight. Okay. And then we're just going to sort of fluff this up. I'm going to take my scissors and just trim this raffia so that it's not super duper crazy. We want it to be a little crazy, but all right, so we've got our little bow. And so the bow is going to sit right here at the bottom. Look how cute already that's going to be. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do, how do I want to do this? I'm trying to decide what's the best way to make this work. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not, so let's try it. I'm going to add some hot glue right to this Bedspring to hold this down. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and wire it on and see if that'll work. So far, thankfully, the star's not heavy, so that is holding for now. So let me grab some wire and see if I can get it wired on so that it will stay. So I've got some rusty wire here. So let's grab a piece. And I'm just going to stick it through . Hey, April. Okay. There we go. And pull it around this way, like that. And then I think I'm gonna stick it back through so we can make sure that we're good. So far, surprisingly, the hot glue is holding it. All right, so I'm just gonna sort of wrap this around. Okay, there's the one side. Let's do the other side. So far, so good. Okay, I'm just gonna stick this back through it. So we've kind of got it wrapped all the way around. And then I'm just sort of just wrapping it around it. I don't know. There's no specific, specifics here. I'm just doing what feels right, I guess. But it's holding it, so, that's good. Okay. So now we've got our star on. Look how cute that is. And I'm going to take my little bow that we made, and we're going to glue it to the bottom of the star right in the middle. It's almost like a firework because you got the swirling of the Bedspring and then the cute little star coming out the top. Yeah, if you joined us yesterday for our DIY Darling tutorial, this is working a whole lot better than what I was doing yesterday. Okay, so there's that. Look how cute that is. And then I was thinking of adding another star to this. I was thinking about doing a rusty star. So I've got some here. And these are the ones we have on the website. And I was going to grab this small one. And I think I'm going to put it right here in the middle. What do we think? Do we like that? I can't decide. I sort of like it and I sort of don't like it. So this is what it looks like without the star. And it's super cute. And this is what it looks like with the star. So y'all tell me, which way do you like it? I'm trying to think. If there's something else that I'd want to add. Hey, Teresa. Without. Connie says without. I sort of think I like it without too, because I think I like that red in the middle where the bow is. I mean, that is a simple project, but look how cute that turned out. Isn't that just adorable? Such a fun little piece. And so we used the 8-inch grapevine star and then the blue chenille, okay? And then I used the Bedspring, the rusty Bedspring. So those are all available at celebrationcompany.com. And then I just used some scrap ribbon and some raffia to create this. So fun and cute. I love it. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a great Father's Day this weekend. Celebrate those fathers. Let them know how much they're loved. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you check out the last pick party at celebrationcompany.com to see what all we have that's discounted, because we've got some really great discounted items right now. And make sure you grab your favorite 4th of July stuff before it's gone. All right. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.